Before we get into the video, a quick reminder: we provide the latest up-to-date important news regarding study opportunities in Saudi Arabia, and we also publish the most interesting and useful information about life in Medina. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels. The links can be found in the description of this video.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. So this is the second video of the series called Study and Life in Medina. And this video is about the study circles of Quran and mutun in the Prophet's Mosque. So this is a document where you can get all the information about the study circles. And mind you that all the information that's laid out in this document is solely based on the information that was provided by the administration of the masjid. So this is a trustworthy document, a collaborative effort of several people. And it has the following chapters. The first one is the virtue of seeking knowledge in the Masjid al-Nabawi. There are certain virtues that you won't find anywhere for seeking knowledge except in the Masjid al-Nabawi, and we will get to that inshallah. Types of halaqat, of the study circles you can join. It's not just the Quran that's studied or that's memorized in the Prophet's Mosque. There are also al-mutun, the Islamic texts that are also memorized, and we'll get to that. Age groups of the halaqa. There are 3 age groups: where to register for brothers, where to register for sisters. Of course, the places are segregated. Required information when registering, study days and timings, what happens upon completion of registration, the topic of attendance, student etiquette during lessons. A lot of people, they don't know halaqa that they should exhibit when they study with the mashayikh or with the teachers, especially in the Prophet's Mosque. And the next one is transportation for students, exams, certificates, monetary rewards. There is such thing. And the last topic is competitions. So as you can see, this document is encompassing all the topics, basically all the topics that can come to mind when it comes to study in the Masjid Nabawi, in the study circles of Quran and mutun. This is a very comprehensive document, and as usually you can access all our PDF files through the link. Here it is. So far there has been one document uploaded to this Google Drive. This is the second one, and there's going to be even more inshallah. The next one is going to be probably about 4 Marakas for women, where they can study Arabic from the scratch, they can memorize Quran, they can study fiqh and many other things. There's going to be inshallah more PDF files to make it easier for people to come to Medina and study, which is a dream of millions of Muslims that you can make happen if you have ikhlas, and if you take the means, make dua to Allah. Okay, let's get started with the first chapter. It's the virtue of seeking knowledge in Masjid al-Nabawi. There's a hadith from Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Allah makes the way to Jannah easy for him who treats the path in search of knowledge. This is a general hadith that you should keep in mind when you seek knowledge, that this is ibadah. This is not just some secular study. This is the knowledge that was sent down by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through His messenger. And also there's another hadith, Abu Hurairah, and of course you can read the text, and it's going to be even better for you, not just to skip but read the whole document. But since it's just a video, I'll try to make it shorter. So I won't stop on all the text that's presented in this document. So in another hadith, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu heard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, if anyone comes to this mosque of mine, meaning the Prophet's Mosque, coming only for some good which he will learn or teach, he ranks as a mujahid in Allah's path. So he will get reward as if he is fighting in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is a huge virtue. Where else you will seek knowledge and you will get the reward of a mujahid. Allahumma barik. So this is a big virtue for sure. Next topic is types of halaqa you can join, and there's plenty. The first one, of course, is the halaqa of Quran hifz, Quran memorization. The second one, Quran revision. It's for those who have memorized the Quran but want to revise and perfect their memorization. This is the second type. So it's not just hifz, it's also for those who have memorized the Quran and they want to revise it. And they provided such a place, such a halaqa where you can do that. Halaqa of ijazat in Quran. This halaqa only accepts students who have already perfected their memorization. So this is like a third level of the Quran and aim to receive an ijazah in any of the 10 types of recitation. Then there is the halaqa of Quran recitation correction. And believe me, this is a very important thing. Sometimes people think that their recitation is correct, but when they actually sit down with the shaykh and the shaykh listens to them, they find a lot of mistakes. It happened to me, it happened to many other students, so you will see that. Halaqa of Quran recitation correction for visitors, specifically for visitors. Halaqa of Quran for those with special needs. Allahu Akbar. This is beautiful that they even accommodated for the people who have special needs. For example, the deaf people. They can still memorize the Quran, and blind people. So this halaqa is catered to students with special needs, such as those who are deaf, hard of hearing, and blind, focusing on Quran recitation and memorization. And I heard one of the students seeing the group of these people who are studying the Masjid Nabawi, and they complimented them so much on their Quran recitation. There was a group of blind people. They were just touching certain, not letters, I'm not sure what it's called, and they were reciting. They were touching. That was their way of reading, and then they were reciting, and it was so beautiful. There is such halaqa of mutun hifz. So the first group of halaqat were all linked to Quran in one way or another. Then there is a second type of halaqa, which is halaqa of mutun. There are 7 books, if I'm not mistaken, in each book you can find different mu'allafat that are Islamic texts that are presented or that are written on different subjects, such as adab, aqidah, tawheed, fiqh, usul al-fiqh, tajweed, and hadith. You can read the description of this program over here. There are 7 levels, 7 books or 6 books. The first one is the introductory level. The introductory level, that's where it starts. Then there is a first level. It has nawaqid al-Islam, al-qawaid al-arba'a, al-usul al-thalatha, al-arba'un al-nawawiyya. Then there is a second level, tuhfat al-atfal, shurut al-salah, or arkan al-salah, and kitab al-tawheed. Kitab al-tawheed is included, the whole kitab al-tawheed is included in one book, in this blue book. And there is a third level, fourth level, and fifth level. So they memorize all these texts from the beginning to the end. I thought that there are 7 books. Oh no, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 books. So there are 7 books that are memorized in this halaqa. Then there is an age group of the halaqa. They are located in different places. So if you register your kids in the halaqa, they're going to be in one part of the masjid, in the left wing. If you register teenagers for this program who are aged between 13 to 15, they're going to be in another group. And if you register somebody who's above 16, who's age 16 and above, then they're going to be in an adult group. So they cater to all age groups. Allahumma barik. This is beautiful. So if you have kids, you can register even your kids into the program. Where to register for brothers? So brothers, they just go to the gate number 22. They go into this door and they go all the way up, and then they will see a room where 5 or 6 Saudi workers register people for the halaqa. As for women, they go to the gate number 25, go all the way up, find the إدارة حلقات القرآن الكريم والمتون العلمية والسنة النبوية. What are you doing there? What will you do there? First of all, you need to take your passport and visa. If you have residency, then you take your iqam, of course. But what's interesting that people don't know that you can even register with a tourist visa. Tourist visa, Umrah visa, any type of visa, you just go there and register. And you can study every day. So they provide this opportunity for everybody, not just for those who are citizens of Saudi Arabia or who are in Saudi Arabia under residency, no, for everybody. Then you have provide your phone number, email address, and yeah, just read the rest of this document. Everything is straightforward, but there are very good tips that you should read before you go and register. Study days and timings. You can register. First of all, there are 5 days when you study during the week. They don't teach on Friday and Saturday, so 5 days a week. You can study after Fajr, after Asr, after Maghrib. And if I'm not mistaken, there are groups that are taught after Isha, so you can even study after Isha. But you can inquire about it in the administration, inshallah. So what happens once they register you, you get this document, not document, just a piece of paper, where you will find the number of the halaqa and the name of your teacher. Then you go around, look for these framed pictures, and then you find the number of your halaqa, compare it with the number that you have, and yeah, that's how you find your halaqa. Once you found your teacher, you just let them know where you're from, what's your goal, how long you're staying there or here in Medina, and yeah, that's how the study starts, inshallah. So as for attendance, some people don't know, but there is such thing as attendance. You need to attend lessons, of course. You can read this. Just generally speaking, attendance is important. As far as I can tell from my experience, when you don't attend the lessons, you just keep them for no reason, the teachers, they I would say that they get agitated, but they kind of get frustrated. You are in the Masjid al-Nabawi. You are in the city of the Prophet ﷺ. Most of the time, you don't have any other stuff other than just study. Let's say if you're a student of the Islamic University or you just came here for a study, and along with that you just skip the lessons. So yeah, they get frustrated, and if they see that you don't put efforts, or if they don't see that you putting efforts into this study, usually they just there are like 25 students in a circle, right? They will just give preference to other students if you don't show enough, if you don't express enough interest. That's why attendance is very important. Not because you can get expelled, but just in general. Remember that you are in the city of the Prophet ﷺ, and if you don't attend the lessons, then the teachers, they won't give you much attention. And of course, if you don't attend the lessons and you skip too many lessons, you can just get expelled. This is also this is also happening sometimes. Okay, the next topic is student etiquettes during lessons. Please read this chapter. This is a short chapter, but this is very important. A student of knowledge must exhibit good ethics, especially in the masjid, especially in the city of the Prophet ﷺ, especially with the teacher. So read this chapter. The next one is transportation for students. If you live near the Haram, the Masjid Nabawi, then you can walk there. But as they turn down buildings to build more hotels, probably it's not going to be the case. There are not two, but actually more ways to get to the Masjid Nabawi. There are buses that are running throughout the city. You can download an app that's called Medina Transportation, if I'm not mistaken, or Medina Buses, something like that. Or you can just get a taxi. Or there is an opportunity to request request transportation from the Masjid Nabawi. You just contact your teacher for more information. They give you a link, you fill out that link. And to be honest, I don't have much experience on it because we haven't used the Masjid Nabawi transportation. But as one of the teachers mentioned, that this is the case, and I know at least one student who filled out for this transportation. There are also exams, of course, just like in any other study, certificates that are provided, and monetary rewards. You should read this chapter, especially if you are willing to get registered, you're determined to go and register for this program. There's quite interesting information that's presented over here, and you won't find this information anywhere else, because this information was shared by the teachers from this halaqat who have the first-hand experience with it. For example, a student can receive a reward of up to 50 riyals for every stage of mutun they are examined on. And the same is with the Quran. A student upon passing the exam is rewarded with up to 50 riyals for every 25 pages they are examined on. And for some students, this is a very good support. Yeah. Okay, just read this chapter and you will fill out all the blanks that you have in regard of this topic when it comes to exams, certificates, monetary rewards, which is very nice. Of course, it doesn't mean that you do it just for the sake of money. A'udhu billah. There is the ikhlas, but the Masjid Nabawi, to make it easier for people to attend the halaqa, they presented these monetary rewards. There are also competitions in Quran and mutun. This is very advisable to take a part in these competitions, not just because you want to win money or get some reward, but because of the psychology of people. When they have something important to get ready for, like an exam, or moreover, competition, where they will be standing in front of hundreds of people and competing with other participants, it makes people very motivated to study. That's why it's very advisable to take part in the competitions, not just to win the competition, get money, just to improve yourself. So don't neglect this opportunity to better yourself by taking a part in competitions. And there, basically, that's it. That's the whole document. It has everything you need to sign up for a study circle in the Masjid Nabawi. This document was last updated on February 11th, 2024. If you found any mistakes, or maybe something was updated, then you can let us know about it by reaching out to us at this email. And hopefully this document will be useful for you. Wa jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And don't forget that we provide the latest up-to-date important news regarding study opportunities in Saudi Arabia, and we also publish the most interesting and useful information about life in Medina. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels. The links can be found in the description of this video.